What up, everyone? It's your boy Magnus here with part 2 of the Nissan Trilogy, the Datsun Trilogy, the 280Z, 280Z brothers from Transformers G1. We are now dealing with our boy Smokescreen, the Datsun slash looking like a Daytona race car with the front fender and the back spoiler. You know, a variation on the same car. You know, back in the day, they wanted to sell us get as much use out of the mold as possible, so they just gave us variations. And I used to think like, wow, that was kind of cheap. Maybe when I first heard about it as I was getting older and realized the ploy of Transformers that they were trying to just sell toys to kids. But now when I think about it, man, we wouldn't have had these characters that I still adored, and I didn't care if they were similar cars and things like that. I just loved them, and Smokescreen is one of those dudes, and he showed up, I think, if I remember, in season 2, and had a lot of memorable scenes. And definitely a cool character and a great head sculpt, and I love the yellow horns on his head, a little variation from the usual red that we've seen before. So definitely a cool figure, and I'm gonna get into all of the things about him right now. So of course, this is by Takara. This is the masterpiece from Japan. Number 19, the last out of the three. Prowl was first, Blue Streak second, and Smokescreen third. Of course, they were, getting the most out of the mold, just like they needed to, just like it just had to be done. Of course, the box has the glossy car and robot. You already know the deal. If you're looking at these, you know what's up. The writing on the bottom. Our boy Smokescreen on the side, the Fair Lady on the other side, and of course on the back the comparison with the God MP-10 Optimus Prime. And yes, Smokescreen does fit in his trailer, and he includes all his pieces that he would need to include, which are his shoulder cannons and regular gun. I'm sorry about that. So that's the box out the way. Of course, we get the tech card. So it's the nice glossy masterpiece card. I'll zoom in on that. Featuring some beautiful artwork. 19 Cybertron, the Visionary Tactician Smokescreen. And here's his tech sheet. There you go. Pretty decent numbers. Alright, there you go with that. And of course then we get the instruction sheet, which has a little history on the character, which I can't read a lick of. Designs, pictures of that finished piece, instructions on how to put your weapon, disruptor rifle from the animation, and jamming launcher, the shoulder launchers from the animation. Definitely Blue Streak's trademark. And lastly, of course, the instructions on how to transform him, which I will be showing you in the break, after the break, so stay tuned for that. As you can see here, you got his pistol, which comes with a nice blue handle for Smokescreen. Matches the color on the card. You can see that. Really nice. And of course, his two shoulder cannons, which peg into two pieces inside the car, which I'll show you in the transformation right there. And then they hook onto the shoulder like that to keep it in place. Very well done. Then we have the car, the beautiful Nissan Fair Lady Datsun 280Z, whichever way you want to call it. All the nice Tampo stickers, the fake, racing logos, Smoke Tactics on the back, rear lights, nice paint on that, catch that. Speaking of these masterpiece figures, you figure since it's a car and they cost a lot of money that they don't come with any paint defects, but that's not true. I've found a couple little spots like right here, out the box, that my figure didn't have, and I'm anal about shit like that, but I'm gonna accept it because it's a retail figure and that's what I get for buying retail, and it's not custom. I have people that I could get to paint it up, but it's not really that big of a deal because once I have them transformed, I won't even notice that. But I just wanted to point it out. My Blue Streak I didn't show, but there were a couple little dots on him as well, and I mean, to the naked eye, you might not see it, but like I said, I'm anal like that, so I'm going to call it out when I see it. Definitely still a great piece. Beautiful red paint. Shiny, nice details. The mirrors. Just solid work. I love it. It rolls like a champ. Can't go wrong. If I was a kid, I'd be in heaven. And what the hell? I'm a big kid. I'm in heaven right now. Fuck it. All right, so I'm gonna catch you in the break right now, and we will get into the transformation of Smokescreen. Peace. All right, so here we are. We're gonna get into the transformation of Smokescreen, but before we do, as you've seen in my first review, if you've been following in part 1 of the Blue Streak review, when I showed everybody, they had all their cannons on. So as you can see, Smokescreen can carry all 3 of his cannons. And the first one you'll put on like so. You'll see there's 2 holes right here in the hood. And you'll just pop one in like that. So it just clicks into place. And the same goes over here. Pretty simple. Just push it in. And there you go. They're sticking right on the hood of the car. And lastly, of course, just like Blue Streak, you'll have to fold the gun handle in like so. You get the little hook and pop this bad boy apart like that. And we want to get that little red stick right there. So I'm going to actually use my little DS tool this time because I'm not trying to snap my gun. And pop that out like so. There we go. And there you can see again, there's an issue where I'm missing some paint. And that could be from transforming, but I haven't transformed this guy that much at all, so I'm not sure. Alright, so let's just close that back and lock everything back into place. Of course, now he doesn't want to. Alright, like that. And knock off the other cannon. So we'll put that back on. And there we go. We'll put on the gun like this on the top. And there you go. This can set just a little better, but I'm not gonna go crazy because I'm about to transform him. But there's Smokescreen rocking all his guns, so it can be done. Now onto the transformation. Let's do this. Same like Blue Streak, same like Prowl. They're all the same. They're the same car, so we're pretty much getting into the same thing. Let's get to the nice clean bottom again. Fold out those arms. Let's do it. Like this. Pop it out like so. Of course, now we want to get to the mirror parts. Bend them in. Like this. On the hinge. It's harder to see on this one with the camera because there's a lot of black in the bottom of this figure. Alright, now of course, like I told you, we're going to push in this part right here and pop out the hood. Like that. Which now lets us detach the top piece. We can fold back in the gun stem like that. And now we will press in the seat and get Blue Streak's head out. And as we're doing that, we can now fold in the hood piece with the proper clearance, like so. It has to clear this little part. I like to just pull it over so it doesn't scratch the paint. And there we are, it's locked into place. Now back to the head. Let's get that out the way. Move the head up, it's locked in. Now take the mirror parts and fold them like so into the grooves that will now lock in and hold Blue Streak, his head in place like so. There we go, look at that head sculpt. Just like the cartoon, beautiful. I love it, well done. Next up, detach the doors, pull them out like so. Same on the other side, we're gonna open this door. And of course, we wanna get this tab into this over here. But as doing so, we are gonna be flipping this whole section up. And while we do that, we have to bring these arm sections up. And that's where it always causes a little bit of friction because of the tires on the arms. I also forgot to mention, when you're opening up this section, you have to pull out these little blue stems. And what these are they're the connectors to Blue Streak's cannons, which we'll get to in a second. But I just want to make sure that I fold this up correctly and bring in the arms like that. So now the arms are up, and now we can bring in the piece and tab it in like so. Boom, that shit's locked in tight. It's not going nowhere. I got the transformation down now, guys. He is locked in. So now You swing the arms up, bring them down like so, rotate them, and there you go. Same here, swing the arm up, the tires are up like this, bring down the arm, rotate it like so, and there we go. Now you can come into the part where you can pull in the shoulder cannons. See the hole right here? Just stick it in right there. Bring it back, and then tab it. Maybe I might have picked the wrong one, but let's see how it goes. Yeah, I think it's the wrong side. That's all it is. Sorry about that. So basically, we stick it in. There it is. Sorry. So there you go. Sorry if that was off camera. Shove it in. It locks in like that. Fold it up and press forward. And now it is super flush to the hood. And it's right on the shoulder. Check it out right there. Locked in. So now I can show you greatly on the other side. Hole. Stick it inside like so. All right. Can't believe this. All right, let's go. So now it's all the way in. Bring it back. Get that little tab right there behind. Slide forward. There we go. Upper half is done. Of course, I forgot to mention, bring up your doors on that swivel. There you go. Awesome. Next up, we'll do the feet again. You're going to bring up these pieces right here with your nail. Right here. There you go. Tab that up, slide that up, tab that up. Bring this up also. Basically, it's just letting you untab the legs. So you bring these out, and now come to the part that I always mention, sliding out this little piece right here, sliding that out, doing the same on the opposite side, sliding it out like that, sliding it out. Okay, bring the glass down and it locks right there. Same on the opposite side, bring the glass down and lock it right here. And now what you can do, once you have this untabbed, you look at this little hinge, which is right here. Let's see if we can get better light on that. The hinge, and you bend it up and out, which will then, I'm sorry guys, you'll bring this flap up right here, which is part of the foot, and then swing this around where you'll let the back of the leg lean on this peg right here. There you go. Forgot to mention, you could bring out the knee at all this time. You can swing out the full leg, so you had to bring that out. We're building up the foot. It's resting on the peg. The top piece is in right there, that little blue flap. Swing around this gray piece like so, which locks it in. And lastly, pull the tailpipe, which makes the heel of the foot. And we got one leg. If that was sloppy, follow me right here. I'm sorry. We got that hinge again. Let's swing the foot out of the hinge. Bring it down like so. Flip the little blue piece up like that. There it is. Swing around the gray. Closes up the foot. Bring out the bottom heel, which is right here. Swing that out. Rest it on the back peg that is right here. Rest the legs like so. And of course, like an idiot, I forgot again to bring the actual leg out. There you go. So now we have the legs. We're looking at them. The blue is there. Perfect. But one thing we got to do, of course, twist the torso. So we'll move this around. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I forgot to mention, again, like Blue Streak, the hood has 2 tabs, which will tab into these 2 black slots. My lighting is terrible in this review. I'm sorry, guys. Let me see if I could zoom out a bit. There we go. So we will tab the hood into these 2 slots so it doesn't get in the way when you're trying to do this. And you'll just twist this around like so. Bring this up, tab that back in. See, this is where I had the problem when I did that. So like I told you, I thought I had it tabbed. You'll pull out this piece just like so. So when you click it down, you hear that click? Sorry it was off camera. Now when that's locked in, nothing's going nowhere. we have our boy Blue Streak. Let me see if I could get that right there. There's Blue Streak. I mean, holy shit, Blue Streak. Smokescreen. I am sorry, Smokescreen. Been talking about Blue Streak comparisons so much, I got the name wrong. Oh my god, what a mess. So there he is in all his glory, Smokescreen. And we're gonna just attach his gun in his hand to show you how that goes. Like so. Open it up, flip the handle down. Smokescreen, oh my god. All right, put that into the tab like this. All right, close the hand, and now we're in there nice and sturdy. And there we go. Same articulation, just a little different than his brothers, whereas actually their tires are behind their arms, where Smokescreen's tires are on top. I actually think this is a cool look, and kind of fits with him having the race car vibe, you know. Let me see why this tab isn't staying. So there we go. Straight up, you know, the skirt articulation, the legs, everything's the same as the other one. So if you know that, it's basically the same thing. I don't want to bore you with the same stuff, but if you're just tuning in for the review the first time, bicep swivels, arm rotation, everything is there. I mean, it's a masterpiece figure, well done, beautifully done head sculpt, as you can see, really close to the animation. I love it, and it screams Smokescreen to me. Nice and clean backpack, just overall beautifully done. My hat's off to Takara Tomy for knocking out great figure. So here you have Smokescreen, who is MP-19, and follow up to a part 3 review of the Datsun Trilogy for Prowl. That's MP-17, and then we'll have an overview of the 3 brothers, or 2 brothers and a friend, whichever way you want to call it, and we'll close out on the part 3 video with a comparison with other MP figures. Thanks for tuning in. This is only my 3rd review. It's a little sloppy, but I promise I'll get better over time. And I appreciate you for tuning in. If you like it, leave a comment, subscribe, show some love, and I'll show the love right back to you. I'm loving these Transformers, and it's just got me open. All right, catch you on the Prowl View. Datsun Trilogy, part 3 coming up. Peace.